Jane Goodall, written by Karen Mockler. Focus question. Why was Jane Goodall's work with Gombe chimpanzees important? The Watcher. Jane Goodall was born in England in 1934. As a child, she liked to learn about animals. She liked to watch how they behaved. Jane loved to read colorful stories about wild animals. She dreamed of living in Africa. Jane was sure that one day she wanted to live with animals and write stories about them. Off to Africa. When Goodall finished school, she went to work in an office. She saved the money she earned. When she had saved enough, Goodall took a trip to Kenya. In Kenya, she met Dr. Louis Leakey. Leakey was a scientist who wanted to learn how apes might be like humans. Dr. Leakey hired Goodall to work with him. One day, he talked about doing a new kind of study. The study would be about chimpanzees in Tanzania. Dr. Leakey was looking for someone to watch how the chimps live and report on them. She asked if Goodall would like to be that person. Into the forest. Goodall moved to Gombe Bay, a forest in Tanzania. She watched the chimps every day. She wrote careful notes about what she saw. Goodall saw that the chimps lived in family groups. In her notes, she gave each family member a name. The Gombe gang. At first, many of the chimps were afraid of Goodall. An older chimp she named David chased her. Though one day David gets Goodall meet his family group. She watched them and wrote on how they behaved. Her reports upset many old beliefs about chimps. The woman who named things. Some scientists doubted Goodall's findings. They didn't believe that chimps had feelings or were very smart. They certainly didn't think a serious scientist should give personal names to the animals she studied. At the time, most people believed that chimps ate only plants. Goodall saw David's family eat meat. Most people believe chimps were smart enough to use simple tools. Goodall saw David use a stick to poke into a termite tail to reach a termite's neck. That was smart. Goodall reported that David used the stick as a tool to get food. Her words upset many scientists because they thought only people could make or use tools. Other chimps also began to trust Goodall and let her watch them. She reported chimp behavior that no one else had ever seen before. Goodall said that each chimp behaved in its own way, just as humans do. She saw chimps being happy, sad, angry, and loving just as humans are. Goodall's report surprised many people. Her work made many scientists think that their old ideas about the species might be wrong. Trouble in the forest. After living in Gombe for many years, Goodall began to worry. Many people in this part of Africa of very poor. Some were cutting down the forest for firewood or to grow crops there. The chimps were losing their homes. Some people were even hunting the chimps. Hunters stole baby chimps to sell them. Goodall was afraid that the Gombe chimps might all die. She knew she had to tell people what was happening in the Gombe forest. Goodall began to travel and talk with large groups of people. She asked them to help her save the chimps and the forests. People said Goodall and listened to her. They agreed to support her work in Gombe. Jane Goodall died. More than 60 years have passed since Jane Goodall first went to Tanzania. Today she still meets with people all over the world. She still talks about her work there. When she can, she returns to her Gombe home. She walks into the forest. She sits down quietly and watches.